Language. Communication. It's how we as humans are able to interact with each other. Here in Saskatchewan, ancient languages of the First Nations are rarely practiced. In a survey of all Aboriginal languages in Saskatchewan, only 31,500 people spoke any of the ancient languages. Even though programs across the country like this one at the University of Saskatchewan teach interested students the language of the First Nations. Whether it be in Cree, Dene, Dakota, or Métis. Although these programs don't seem to be working, like most thought it would be. The small and slowly decreasing number of people speaking the language shows that the programs are not working and different methods to gain interest need to be developed. The government of Saskatchewan can use this information to help them understand that there is a lack of interest in this quickly disintegrating language, and put programs in place to help the schools willing to teach the language. First Nations in the province of Saskatchewan are finding this to be a concern along with the government. Language is a huge part of their culture, just like any other. With the low numbers of people speaking the ancient languages, it puts the language on, as someone call, the endangered list, meaning that these languages would easily be wiped off the face of the planet. One of the government's jobs is to preserve this culture and ensure that it has no risk of dying off. This chart displays the statistics from the 2011 Canadian Census on language in Saskatchewan. It displays the age groups and 4 main First Nation languages in Saskatchewan: Cree, Dene, Dakota, and Métis. Let's take a look at some of the numbers in this chart. Highlighted in red, you can see the 15 to 24-year-old category. If you compare this category with any others on the chart, you'll find that it has the lowest amount of people. The younger generation doesn't seem to see the importance of learning their native language. In the category of 0 to 14-year-old Métis speakers, you will find a big 0. No one in that age category speaks the language, which further proves the point that the youngest generation is not taking an interest in learning their native tongue. The number, now highlighted in red, is the total number of people that speak any First Nation languages in all age categories. This may seem like a large number, but compared to the total population of Saskatchewan, 1.13 million, is minuscule. Here's an illustration to better your understanding. Each illustrated human is equal to 10,000 people. On the left is the total population of First Nation speakers. On the right, the total population of Saskatchewan. I'll let you take that in for a second. When I was little, I had attended a Sundance with my uncle and his wife, just like the one in the video I'm showing you now. While there, I met some people that spoke the First Nation languages. They didn't speak it fluently, but they knew some. At that time, it did not matter to me whether they spoke it or not. But now that I'm older, I have learned more about this topic. It's saddening to see that the languages have decreased and are not being practiced the same way they were 50 years ago. Take a look in your community and try to get involved. Learn the language, try something new, and push further to keep this culture alive. You have the power to make a change and keep these languages continuing on for generations. My only question is, are you willing?